to finish this series, and then I'm gonna skedaddle, and I'm gonna have Fatal. Whoopsies. Fatal do the rest. So, without further ado, on Tower Cross in the top right corner we have Franscar. Currently up 1-1. Currently 1-1. And in the left-hand side of the map we have rsvp on the only 3-player map we have in Starbow right now. I did make a version of Pathfinder for Starbow actually a while back ago. That's also a 3-player map. Could probably brush that up. We're gonna have a map making contest sometime soon as well for Starbow, as soon as Team Liquid gets done with theirs. And I have a couple of maps I want to submit, and I've been working a lot on Luna, and it's gonna be a reworked version of Luna. It's not gonna be like 100% Brood War ported Luna, and right now I think it looks pretty good. But I'm just working on aesthetics for now. It's probably not as good when it comes to gameplay. And rsvp is going to scout in the wrong direction. That's unfortunate. But does it? It is. I can't speak English. Ooh, how early was that? Okay, that was a 10 pull. Yeah, that was a 10 pull. So not super early. Again, Forge Fast Expand. It's been working well for rsvp somewhat lately. I really hope Franscar takes a little bit faster the next game. I felt he just stayed on hatch tech for way too long in that last game. He just tried to rely too heavily on Zerglings, especially when he's going for fast 3 base. I don't know, it was very Brood War style-ish, but it just doesn't work that well for Starbow. And rsvp gonna scout a lot. Like he really wants to find his opponent quickly. I guess he's really scared of like a 6 pull or a 7 pull. This is a 3-player map, so you can be lucky. It doesn't require that much luck to get your opponent's scout early. Right early on. And especially since he lost that last game, he could just try to end the series really quickly. But he's not. He's gonna get some really early Zerglings. But rsvp really knows how to respond to early Zergling pressure. He's really good at just walling off completely, which really isn't that difficult. But he's one of the few Protosses who actually does it, if needed. And right now it will be needed, I think. Yeah, definitely gonna need to wall off. He's either gonna need to be bring like 3 or 4 probes to block a choke, or he's gonna wall off completely. And I think walling off completely is just the easier way to do it. He saw the hatchery though, so he knows that he can't be making too many Zerglings, and now he's back to making drones again. So actually, he only made 2 Zerglings actually. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he tries. Like, he doesn't know that it was only 2 Zerglings, I think. Ooh, I like this. I like this. He's sending out this one before this one comes home. rsvp, you're awesome when it comes to scouting with probes. Oh, nice. Seeing that Overlord too. So he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna find this 3rd base, and he's gonna know there's no point to wall off completely. There's not gonna be follow up with super fast link speed. There's not even any gas. He didn't see the. Oh, he actually checked for gas. And there was no gas, so he knows that there's really no threat. And now he's gonna see this 3rd base, and he's gonna know that there's just no paint. There's no paint. There's no paint at all on the wall anymore. It's so old. But yeah, there's no point in in walling off completely. Wow, that's a big radius. Look at that radius, that diameter right there. That's some crazy geometrical structures for you. On the Franscar side of things, he's going for 3 bases really early on. He's gonna go for gas now. This kind of feels very similar to the last game for Franscar. I guess sometimes, like, you want to go for a strat that you know really well, and you kind of butcher it, and you just think afterwards, I could have done this so much better, and you just want to do it again to show to yourself that you actually can do this strat. And I think that might be what Franscar is doing right now. I know that's how it is for me. Just let me know if the sound is good or not, and I can adjust the microphone ever so slightly. And he gets away with the workers too. rsvp, wow. He didn't even lose that probe. So it's gonna have a zealot. It's gonna chase off some stuff. In the meantime, we're making a couple of Zerglings. He's gonna try and be a little bit better prepared for this than he was last time. Let me just disable the mouse scroll. I wish I knew all the hotkeys to this. I don't know if there is. So next time I play a game, I'm just gonna be in the beginning of the game and be like, why doesn't my screen work? But it's so much easier, so I don't like suddenly move around and do weird stuff. Oh, that wall is interesting. I might steal that. Okay, sorry, me being distracted by doodads. So we have gateways incoming. This is very similar to last game. They're a little bit later. He's gonna go for a little bit later of a zealot pressure, but it's gonna have legs, and Franscar is definitely seeing this, as rsvp is not making a stalker or a dragoon to kill off the overlord. Dragoons are much better at killing off overlords than stalkers are, though. Well, stalkers can see up the high ground, so they can chase the overlord further away, but they don't. They just tickle it. They don't really do any damage to it. While the dragoons do 20 damage per shot versus overlords, they only need 10 shots to kill one. So that's pretty dang good. Darn good. That's pretty goody dude. In lack of awesome words, I use weird made-up words instead. So yeah, we're gonna have speed lock pressure from rsvp. Evolution is okay. We got layering coming. He's gonna go for the double evolution again. So Bailing Nest, Spine Crawlers at interesting locations, but it's really hard to defend here. Like, this is so open. This is almost like a StarCraft 2 map. I think this... No, this doesn't have gas in Brood War. But that was just so mean. No, sorry, it does. It's just these bases so don't, and we don't either. And here comes the Zealots. Let's not talk about the gas. Let's talk about the Zealots. And, yeah, they're just gonna head back home again. Oh, is Franscar gonna try and surround with 4 Zerglings? Never mind, that's not a surround. That's just that's just a sacrifice. Here, have these Zerglings. I mean, wow. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. As you probably can hear, not because I don't think this is awesome and interesting. It's just because it's actually 1 o'clock at night for me right now, and I've had a long day. So I'll be happy actually to have Fatal take over the cast after this game, as he is much more awake and alert than I am. But we wanted to start a tournament. We didn't want people to be waiting for too long. We got a lot of units from Franscar. I mean rsvp now. So look at that tickle. Stop tickling me, stalker. Ooh, cannon. Ooh, that was a big hit. Oh, that blink micro to kill the overseer. That's awesome. Okay, in the meantime, though, we got a lot of Zerglings running by, which is kind of odd. I guess he just really wants to see if there's a third base. And he sees the third base. He knows... I don't know what he does from here. He's going for the really early lurkers again. He's sticking with the same strat last time. I guess he's doing what I kind of said earlier, that he wants to prove that he can do this. I would love for him to see some more drop play again. I think that was really awesome, and drop play is really good on this map too. You can like drop lurkers here, you can drop lurkers here even and be annoying. On top of the helipad, look at that. You can even hit workers here, I think, from that location. It's so annoying. Even though you can't, like, you don't decimate the whole mineral line, you just make sure his opponent can never have more than like 6 probes at that mineral line and without losing any. Because of the idle worker spread. Yeah, not the idle worker spread, because of the diminishing return spread. He's gonna catch a couple of zealots there. He's gonna try at least get one. He's gonna get one. Yes, there we go. But he's probably not gonna get any more. Stalkers incoming. rsvp loves his stalkers. Makes it possible to pressure back. Spire incoming. I don't know if it's just gonna be probably just gonna be for Scourges to try and snipe them again with the lurkers. He's gonna try and make this style work this time. He's gonna get 1-1 really soon, so that's a nice timing with the 1-1 with the lurkers there. Not going for melee, he's going to go for the Zergling attack, which of course is not just, well, it's only Zergling and Ultralisk who benefit from that upgrade. And here we go. He's gonna try and burrow lurkers here, but we already have a cannon up. I don't know how much he can do. He can put on a soft container, but you know, rsvp can always go around. He's gonna try and snipe the cannon out. If he can get this cannon, he's gonna try and get some workers too with the Banelings, and he can try and inch forward now to get in a better position. Oh, there's another cannon about to finish. He needs to target that down. And rsvp not really targeting down the lurkers here. He's just gonna let these lurkers go in his way, and this poor lurker was poorly placed. And he's just gonna have to head out of there. I think rsvp is not really paying attention to this as much as he should have, because these stalkers should have started attacking these lurkers as soon as the cannon was done, so he wouldn't have sniped the cannon. Because I think Franscar had a timing there where he could have tried to snipe the cannon instead of just turning back home. But that kind of didn't go as Franscar expected. rsvp did get that base up in a nice and secure fashion. Wow, really making a great wall of rsvp here, and that's gonna serve him well defensively. Franscar pushing creep, getting 2-2, and staying on layer and getting a third base. He's gonna push down his defenses a little bit, and this is actually a much better place to defend, but he's gonna leave this a little bit vulnerable. Viper's Nest over here. I love how he's just placing tech at such... He really likes putting all his tech in his third base, doesn't he? I don't know if I agree with that. That's just kind of risky, I feel. So, is he gonna get... Okay, there we go. Going for Hive as soon as the Viper Den is finished. Is that a Dudat in the way? There's a bush. Zergling hiding in the bush. It's like one of the Kalahari Zerglings hiding in the bushes. Okay. Um, we got Gateway. That's not very exciting. But we have High Templars and War Prisms, and that is exciting. That can be very interesting. And DTs, of course, the trademark of rsvp. Do we have? Okay, we have a Spinecrawler. We have an Overseer. If the Overseer just doesn't go too far, it should be fine. I like these Scourges. They should actually be like patrolling here, and they are. Sweet. So good versus the drops. Is this a fake drop? I don't know. Might be a fake drop. Is he? Okay, it's finally getting dropped though. Ventral Sacks. He got the speed already. I always forget to get Overlord speed, so I'm glad to see someone remembers it. Ooh, almost loses that Dark Templar actually. If you had had both of those, whatever, burrowed. Ooh, getting the Overseer. Okay, so he sees that the Dark Templars are incoming here. He's got. Oh, I was gonna say he's got a base here, but that's just creeping pooped. Didn't he see that base? He just wasn't paying attention. So again, game kind of slowing down. RSVP getting an interesting and somewhat optimal army. Only Zealots. I thought he was gonna storm drop. But yeah, he's gonna. He probably just killed that. Yeah, he killed the DT. Even killed a couple of DTs there, I think. Okay, there we go. This DT is gonna be annoying. I just kill a ton of Zerlings. And also another way of using DTs. So here we go. The surprisingly small force of RSVP moving out. I think he could have a lot more units by now. He's got so many gateways. It's really weird. It's making even more. He's got a lot of money, so he should. This is a very small force, and it's not very intimidating, to be honest. And in the meantime, we're gonna have a huge Zergling run by, but this base is really well defended, and so is the main base. So I mean, naturally, he's gonna get a Zealot for his efforts. Ooh, he baits out a storm. That's always nice. But that's about it. Franscar actually trying to take a lot of the map here, and he's very well defended at certain locations. So RCP just, I think at this point RCP could try to go for some storm drops. Unfortunately, we have this stuff going on. Oh, okay, there's only one left. I think he got a storm drop actually. I think he sniped one. But oh, sorry. But yeah, he could try and do some harassment, but mostly he just needs to get a big army going. And oh, nice Nidus Worm. I like it. Where's the? Yeah, there it is. Really Brood War style from Franscar here. The Nidus network in works a lot more like the Nidus Worms does in Brood War. I mean the Nidus Canals did in Brood War, whereas they all can only be placed on creep. You can use them a little bit more offensively in Starbow, of course, because you have you can poop creep with the Overlords, so you can like poop creep first and then try and get units in there. But this is nice for easy like move the defenses around with the lurkers and stuff. Ooh, but this is gonna be difficult though because RCP is splitting up his army, so he can't move everything down, but he should move some things down. He sees an incredibly well defended base, and now he really needs to throw things into Nidus Worm like ASAP before he gets killed. And he's just not gonna do that. Okay, there we go. So he's gonna try and target the Nidus Worm, but it has a lot of HP though, and I think he's gonna be just fine. Spewing out all sorts of Zerg units right on top of the Zealots there. And in the meantime, sorry, a huge drop from Franscar with just tons and tons of Zerglings. And RCP's army is just kind of stuck in the middle here, not knowing where to go and what to do. He could go there. Oh, and he's getting an integrated Nidus Worm there as well. It's a good thing that shows up big on the minimap. So in the meantime, RCP is going to try and go here, but here's the lurkers, and he doesn't have any detection. He can try and attack here, but here's the Dark Swarm, and Franscar just defending and attacking everything perfectly at the same time. It's incredible. And did he kill a lurker somehow? Okay, there we go. There is an observer there with a lot of Zerglings coming in now, and these Zerglings are very strong with very high upgrades. But a lot of storm going down, and he's actually probably gonna get this base, but that's really not worth it. Oh, he actually defended this as well. We got a Nidus Worm here. He just needs to empty the units. He could throw these units into Nidus Worm again and just empty everything here, and here we go. And it's gonna be so difficult for RSVP to deal with this. Getting a scout to deal with their the defilers, I think. Finally killing that Archon off. Yeah, 2-2 with Adrenal Glance, and those are Zerglings you don't want to mess with. Getting a lot of lurkers in there, and Franscar just really controls this very nicely, showing him that this style can work. He just didn't really get it to work the last game. And I like how he transitions into all different sorts of things. He really needs to burn these lurkers. Oh yes, there we go. And I don't know if he can kill this Nidus Worm. He has to target it down, and it's not. And oh, and he's actually gonna save the lurkers with the Overlords. Yeah, there's no way he can break this, I think. Man, these are so damaged. Did they get plagued? It just seems they're just damaged from battling. I don't know if he has plague researched. He does. He just research play, and he's getting Ultralisks. Franscar is just playing beautifully. Oh wow, he didn't kill the Nidus network. He can still like throw out Zerglings and be annoying. Oh, he can get the observatory. I mean robotics facility. That's really nice. And like rsvp can't expand. He's been trying to expand here, but it's just not happening. Oh, and he lost a lot of cannons here as well, and lost a lot of workers there too. Sorry, I missed that. Wow, there's so much stuff going on in this game. I was kind of like following an attack here, and a drop here at the same time, so I'm sorry I missed something here as well. Man, observing Starbow is more difficult in StarCraft 2, I think. Maybe TVC and Heart of the Swarm is about as much multitasking, but I might be wrong. I haven't paid attention to Heart of the Swarm in a while. It's gonna get some Overlords for its effort, so it's always nice. But it doesn't really, it's not gonna do much. This might supply block Franscar a little bit. Oh, I like the Spine Crawler micro, but he doesn't even have an he has an observer here, never mind. But there's just no way he can break this, especially not with Dragoons. And in the meantime, counterattack. Big counterattack. He's gonna be able to snipe the Nexus if he targets fire with ease. Here comes the reinforcements. Is he gonna keep going on the Nexus? He's gonna keep going on the Nexus with most units, and then he's just gonna get trapped actually with some of the Ultralisks there, and that's unfortunate. But he got the Nexus. He's got RSVP down to 1 base economy here. If you look at the income, this is ridiculous. Yeah, you don't want to have that even as a Protoss. Although he doesn't have. I got 9, 7. Oh, okay, he needs some more workers here for saturation. He needs some more workers here as well. But in general, he's just doing fine economically compared to his opponent. RSVP does have an army now, but it's just no High Templars, no Zealots almost anymore, and Dragoons just do horribly versus Zergling Ultralisk. So he and Dark Swarm. Like Dragoons is the last thing he wants now. And he's making more Dragoons. I really dislike that choice. Oh, it's gonna catch so many goons out there. Sure, goons deal a lot of damage to Ultralisk, but Ultralisk just get on top of them. Nice place to engage from RSVP. Now he has to pull back because of the Dark Swarm. And there's not that many units left for Franscar though. Oh, nice little play going off there as well. And more Dark Swarm. So I just love watching Defiler play. It's just so awesome. Don't know what to say anymore. But yeah, sure, RSVP gonna hold this, but it's just no way he's gonna win this game. 6 more Ultras incoming. He's gonna need to add a ton of Zerglings with that for support. Ultras can tank the damage, Zerglings can deal the damage. We got some more Scourges incoming to make sure he's cancels. Wow. He counters these scouts. Can't talk right now. Full energy defiler. Not full energy defilers. Got a lot of more overlords produced. I don't really know what he's gonna do with them. Maybe he's gonna go for like a fake drop and then pull the army away here and just go for this base again. He rebuilt his main base. He's actually rebuilding this base. RCP is getting back up. His economy isn't that far behind now. He's actually equal in harvester count. It's just the harvesters are just harvesting from fewer bases, and we see that as a big difference in Starbow. 50% more income in minerals from Franscar. Oh, fleet beacon incoming. I don't know if he can afford this tech though. Is he gonna go for arbiters? I guess he could go for scout speed, or he could even go for carriers. But like, even though carriers would definitely, oh nice, carriers would like definitely take Franscar off guard. But I think it should be released for him to transition into Hydras and just go Hydra plus Darkstorm plus Plague and deal very well with carriers that way. Here we go, another drop, and this is actually a real drop, not a fake drop. And he's probably gonna add a little Nidus network fun with this as well. This is gonna be a lot of Ultralisks here. Wow, that Ultralisk coming out of the Overlord just looks so funny. But these scouts are actually gonna clean up the Overlord, so hopefully he's pooping some creep. No, he's not pooping creep. But he's got an overseer here to make sure the DT doesn't do too much. In the meantime, he's gonna try and build up a counterattack here, but RC this, and he's got a nice force here with a nice choke and some good storm, so yes, Franscar wisely moving away again, but he's really gonna do a lot of damage here, and it takes forever for these scouts to do these Ultralisks. Gonna try and attack again now that it's got Dark Swarm, and there's no storm left it seems, and so many Ultralisks might just claw their way through. I really think you should have a ton of Zerglings with this though, but whatever. Just Ultralisk I guess is good as well. They just become so much more effective with a ton of the Zerglings doing adrenal blast damage here than they are as just by themselves. Oh, he killed the Overseer, so the DT now is going to actually clean up this Ultralisk quite fast. Is he going to get the Nexus? He might. He's It's gonna be really close. No, I don't think he's gonna get it. I think the DT can clean it up fast enough. We got 74 hit point Nexus. But this Nexus might go down. It's got Lurker Spirit here now, and Lurkers can be really good in late game again. And they might actually kill the Dark Templar just because, okay, they're gonna kill the Dark Templar anyway because it's got an Overseer incoming. And yeah, this is gonna be GG for rsvp. Like, sure, he can hold and hold and hold, but there's just no way he can win and come back and just beat this crazy circler who's taking the control of the entire map. And this should just be GG. Oh, he's killing all the Scourges. What's this? Killing all the scouts with the Scourge.